In Lesson 41 on data visualization with Tableau, we'll create a storybook. A storybook is a collection of one or more dashboards that are put together to create a storyline, which is basically presentation. Tableau's storybook is very professional looking presentation. So let's look at Tableau. So you can see the third icon at the bottom is a storybook, so we can create a new one. Now we also have all our dashboard that we'll be using in our storybook. You can have title on the storybook, but I usually prefer not to because I already have titles in each slide or dashboard. The storybook creation is pretty simple. Once you have all your dashboard, all you have to do, bring in one sheet at a time and put a name on it. So I can call it introduction, and then add another one and bring the next page, call it objective. You can also call page 1, page 2, and so on. The next one is, in our case, data description, so you can just call it data and create new one. We are bringing in the graphs that we already created dashboards before, call it area and bar charts, and use another one and call it motion chart. And then you can also add in more and more if you have more slides. In our case, this is the last one, so the last one is basically conclusion about the presentation, so we can call it conclusion. So this is basically all we need at this point. All you have to do, save it, and also make sure you put a tick mark in back and forward buttons, so you can use the back and forward buttons in addition to the mouse. So at this point this is pretty complete, and I'm going to save it. After you save it, you can go into presentation mode, and then you can start presenting it either using right or left arrows or using your mouse, or you can click in one of these slides in here. So this is basically the introduction page, and you discuss what this project is all about, and you can see that you can also insert graphs or images in your presentation. So the next one, you talk about what is the objective of this presentation, and the next page you talk about the data that you have used and the source of the data and definition of the data, and then you can bring in some graphs and start discussing what are your findings, what is interesting about it. And this is another set of graphs, and this is a motion chart, usually would be interesting for audiences. So then you basically, if you have more slides, you can discuss that, and then you come to a conclusion that what your findings are, what was interesting about it, what you did new, and so on. So this is basically pretty simple to create a storybook once you have the dashboard. So that's all we have to talk about in a storybook. Thanks for watching. Bye.